Yo, 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 what is up, guys? And welcome to ATV Farms, episode 169. But American Farming, episode 4 of the 1980s farming series. And today is going to be another long video because we got to do 3 tasks. We've got to cultivate 1 field and then plant or drill 2 fields. So, with all that said, let's move. We'll get the camera, we'll get the GoPro turned around. So we're gonna grab the 1206 out of the shed here. Not the 1206, the 3788. We're gonna grab the 2+2. But first, open the shed door. Let's grab our 3388 and let's go. So this is the one bad thing about this tractor is the articulated front end. That's the one thing that I don't in particularly like about it. I mean, it does do a good job, but when you're the only farmer on the operation, when you have to do this to be able to see, then yeah, you need to hire some people. But we got the disc. So let's get out to the field and start disking up ground. Now, like I said, I'm the only one on the operation as of right now. I haven't hired anybody new yet. So, there won't be any drone footage until I hire somebody to help run the farm. So, you guys are stuck watching first person view. So what I am going to do is pull off to the side here, not go in the river. Stop right there. Back up. Unfold it. And set the GPS to do headlands and rows. And we are on it. So we're doing an uphill section right now that is really uphill. Well, now we're back on the straight rows. But the goal is to finish disking this field fairly quickly, and I know that really wasn't practical to do it that way, but I had already had the camera turned around and I didn't want to turn it back, so that's what you guys got. Now, I probably won't back the disc up with this tractor because of the articulated front end. I don't want to I don't want to mess it up. So the plan will be, I'm just making sure that we don't miss anything. Well, we're not missing a single bit of bean or oat stubble. But we're currently cultivating the field. Okay, never mind. I was wrong, but hopefully the seed drill gets that piece of oat that we missed. But to give you guys the good news, we finished one full headland lap before 6 minutes. So I think we might have an accomplishment getting one field done. Since we're on to the second round of headlands, and yeah, the goal for this series is to try to make a lot of money, and the only way we're going to get that done is if we continue to farm without starting new series every time we fail. But we are kind of low on our funds. We only have $2,150 currently, and I might have to go purchase seed before we start planting, because I don't know how much seed we're gonna get, or how much seed it's gonna take to drill wheat into one field and drill soybeans into the other. Since we're trying to stick with crop rotation, so we did oats in the field that we're currently disking, and we're going to do soybeans in this field, and then wheat in the other field, and then the next year it'll be oats and soybeans. And then again then the following year will be beans and wheat. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of crop rotation happening around the farm. So, with all that said, hope you guys are enjoying the channel. As always, if you guys enjoy the videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. As you guys may have heard, I reached the 100 subscriber goal before the end of the school year. So we're gonna try to reach 200 subscribers by the end of summer. So, well, it looks like the sun is starting to come up. So, wait, what do I have the settings on? Okay, we're good. I was just checking the settings. So once we get back on a straight run, I'll pull up the map and show you guys what we're doing tillage-wise to the field. Because Grant and his team at Squad Built added a feature to where you can see how much or what you're doing tillage-wise. So, with all that said, let's get the map pulled up and see what we're doing. So, crop type, there is no crop in the ground right now. Growth, nothing. Fertilized, nothing. Tillage. The blue line, hold on. Yeah, the blue indicates secondary tillage cultivated. So, what that means is, great. Will the GPS, okay, good thing I had it set on auto steer because that would not have ended well. So, I think we finished the headlands. Let's hop off the, I'm gonna go back off, I'm gonna pop off of the PDA real quick and check, and then I'll pull the PDA back up once we start rows. Okay, now we are done with the headlands. And hey, right at 10 minutes, we finished headland rows on the first field that we have to work. Well, the odds of us finishing this field before, or the odds of finishing the projects for today before we hit 45 minutes is pretty high. So, with all that said, sit back and enjoy the episode. I don't know why the auto steer is having me go all the way down and around multiple times instead of just diving right into the rows. See what I mean? Never mind, now we are good to start rows. So we've started rows, which is the north and south portion of the field that we are currently doing. The north and south sections. So once tillage is done completely, then this tractor is going to get put away, and you guys will see me back on the 1206. But yeah, once tillage is completed, we will move on to planting. Since we gotta do it all in one episode, because I think the crop insurance deadline is April, I think it's today actually. Yeah, April 1st, 1980. Or April 31st, 1980, sorry. But we're getting the field work done. Since we were out harvesting in last episode, we didn't get any tillage done. So we'll probably have to plant the 109-day beans. I think it's the 109-day beans, but then again, I could be wrong. I didn't know what type of oat was in the ground when I harvested oats last episode, but we got good yields off of the oats, so that tells you something. The previous owner obviously knew what type of seed to do and what fertilizer to put down on the field. So yeah, we're making record time with the tillage operation. So alright, I'm gonna pull up the map real quick and show you guys our progress on rows and show you how much more we have to do. So let's do it. Good thing I have auto steer because that's gonna be a pain if I didn't. So that's about how much is left. Everything in blue, yeah, everything in blue has been cultivated. And then what's still brown has not been cultivated yet. So let's get back to the tractor. So there's another row completed. We're making pretty good time on tillage in the 1980s. And we are still under 20 minutes. But here's another row completed. Now there's way less rows. You know what? We'll probably plant in May, because spring is March, April, May. Summer is June, July, August. Fall is September, October, November. And then winter is December, January, February. So yeah, we're going to plant the crop in May. And then harvest everything in probably October. Late September, early October is what I would probably say. Yeah, late September, early October. Which that's my goal, is to get you guys, I'm going to record like probably 3 American farming videos tonight. So right after this one gets uploaded, we will be back with with episode 170. And then so on, probably up to 175. So I mean, I don't want to have to sell anything or take a loan out of the bank, but something's going to have to get done if we need to buy seed or fertilizer. Or we just not fertilize the crop this season. That's probably what we'll do, is not fertilize the crop this season and wait until we sell the crop from this year or this season in next season, and then probably buy fertilizer for the fertilizer wagon. So we are almost done with tillage. So I might still bring the 1206 out to back the disc up into the shed, because I don't know how well, if the articulated end on this is as bad as the articulated rear end of, say, the 715 quad track. That's gonna be a pain to try to back up if the front end of this won't cooperate with the rear end. So with the way it's looking, we are almost done with tillage, and we got it done either right at 20 minutes or just longer than 20, but hey, at least we got it done. So we're gonna finish out the field, and then that'll be it for today. But I want to give a shout out to Delphi firefighter Randy Mays and Adam Humberger. 2 local farmers where I'm at, Delphi. I'm dedicating these videos out to you guys and also the Delphi FFA program at the Delphi High School. So, yes, I also want to be a farmer when I graduate high school, but I don't know if it's going to be a big grain operation like you guys see right here, even though it's not really a big operation. We've only got 2 tractors, a disc, a combine, a seed drill, and a fertilizer cart. But, I mean, if you consider it a big operation, then good for you. But I'm kind of happy with what I've got. So, let's pop into the map real quick and see how the progress is going on the auto steer. So, tillage. Yes, the auto steer is going to turn around one time while we are in the map. But if you guys see, all the green or all the blue equals secondary tillage cultivated. So, what that means is, hopefully, our yield is good on the soybean crop come October, early or late September, early October. So, after this turn, I won't pull the map up again. We'll just finish it out in the cab. But we are almost done, and it didn't even take 25 minutes to disc up one field. So, you guys might get your wish. A long video, but less than 45 minutes long. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. And comment down below with ideas for another series you guys want to see me do on American farming. Just use your imagination and come up with a series idea. But my goal is to have at least 500 videos on this series. 1980s, 1990s, and then the 2000s. And that will probably be it. So, yeah, I know it's been a while since you guys have seen an American farming video on the channel, and I'm sorry for that. But life has just had other plans for me, like on the real life farm, if you guys have seen those videos. Well, we are done with tillage. Let's go ahead and get the plow the disc folded up, and let's go put the tractor and disc away without crashing. So what we are going to do is pull up to where we are gonna put the disc, unhook this tractor, go put this one away, and then switch to the 1206 and back the disc up that way. So what I'm doing right now is trying, never mind, we ran into the shed. But what I'm going to do now is try and get it. So let's go ahead, detach. Okay, let's go put this thing away. So we're gonna put the 3788 or the 3388 tractor away. Grab the 1206 and then put the disc away. Man, am I glad I did not put duals on this thing, because it would suck. So we got the 3388 International 2+2 put up. Now let's come over here to our run into the PTO shaft. Come over here to our Farmall 1206. And let's get the disc put away. So we're gonna make a hard U-turn. And back up. Okay, we got the auto hookup done. Now we're gonna come over here, make a U-turn, and try and get the disc back into where it belongs. Now, like I said, I cannot do anything in third person or drone footage. Hold on. Or drone footage until I get a new or a second person on the farm to help me run equipment, like doing cultivation and or planting, which you guys will see in the next episode. So let's get that unhooked and go put the 1206 up for the night. So I will see you guys in the next one. We will be planting 2 fields. A field of soybeans and a field of wheat. So that's where we're gonna put the 1206. Go ahead and close up the shed. Oh, I don't know if I've talked about this truck at all, but right here we have a 1971 Ford F-150. Apparently the previous homeowner left the truck, bought a new one, and left this one. So if you guys would like to see this truck get used, comment down below what you guys want to see it get used for. So, with all that said, I will see you guys in the next one. I'll get one more dance. So, I will see you guys in the next one. That's our victory dance for the end of tillage. Now we have finished the next episode for the channel.